So we'll begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure that we let in enough light to remain alert. We try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning, but we also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. And we begin to cultivate the view of letting go of attending to the outside, moving the mind inward, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation. Beginning to concentrate our awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from those distractions and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind is more calm, we generate a broad and altruistic motivation for our time, taking a moment to intentionally widen our circle of concern, trying to embrace countless sentient beings within the field of our practice, recognizing that just like oneself, all sentient beings deeply wish to be happy and deeply wish to be free of suffering. And just like oneself, all sentient beings are never truly happy, never truly, completely, perfectly free of suffering. And yet every sentient being has an equal claim to accomplishing those goals. So the best use of one's day, one's life, is to work for the benefit of all sentient beings. And the method for accomplishing that goal is to become deeply habituated to the states of mind that naturally and spontaneously give rise to beneficial actions, and to reduce and ultimately eliminate the influence of states of mind that very often, when they arise, give rise to actions that cause some harms. So we generate the motivation of engaging in that path of inner transformation for the benefit of countless sentient beings. And with that motivation, again, trying to keep in mind the goal of reflecting and putting into practice the teachings that we are receiving. Geshe Dondrub talked recently about love and compassion and being able to encourage people to practice love and compassion. And we can learn too from his attitude. He said that that was what made his vacation meaningful, not being able to relax or see friends or go to museums, other experiences, but to have opportunities to encourage other people to become more loving and compassionate is what makes every day meaningful. So we ourselves will try to become more familiar with love and compassion. So we think that this life, this perfect human rebirth exists in dependence upon mother and father in this life. It's due solely to their kindness that we were able to be born into this life and then to survive for so many years where we were completely helpless. They were some of the first teachers that we had in a long line of teachers and mentors. We developed skills and capacities too based on interactions with peers, friends, colleagues. I think that every beneficial circumstance depends upon a contact with another sentient being. Our possessions, our food and drink, our clothes, everything that we use to keep ourselves warm and safe, nourished, rely on the hard work, dedication of countless sentient beings. So pause here and think of all of the ways in which that is true in your own life. And then think that I must participate in this incredible web of interdependent action by completely refraining from harming any of these incredibly kind sentient beings. And I must do my best to try to benefit, to return these benefits with benefit. And the best way to do that is to cultivate a deep sense of love and compassion that embraces all sentient beings equally, genuinely and spontaneously wishing for their happiness and wishing for them to be free of suffering. It's the power of these mental states that will control our beneficial actions toward other sentient beings. So we visualize again all of these sentient beings that we've been contemplating, our mother and father, and all of these sentient beings that we've received so much benefit from. And we recognize that they are plagued by suffering, various kinds of unwanted physical and mental experiences, as well as simply being under the influence of affliction and karma. And allow your heart to soften in seeing the ways in which they meet with difficulty. And try to generate a heartfelt wish that they be completely free of all suffering. Just stabilizing the mind, suffusing the mind with that one experience. And then think too that these sentient beings, when they search for happiness, are never truly, completely happy. Their happiness is always fleeting, temporary, never truly, deeply, perfectly fulfilling. And again, try to deeply wish that they possess happiness and its causes in a true, complete, perfect form, and stabilize just that experience in the mind. And when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate to recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in the mind. And think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy, for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking when that positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve this state of enlightenment in order to work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. May I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.